Up and down the Oregon coastline, there are many paranormal stories that have haunted people for years. If you come to this area, beware of the creepy stories of haunting ghost ships. During the Spanish rule in the 17th century, Spanish galleons sailed these waters as a trading route, with some sinking into its depths. It is also said British ships also lie at the bottom of these coastal waters, with barnacle-ridden remains of those sunken ships off this coastline. People report seeing apparitions of these ships rising from the depths, with worn-torn sails blowing in the breeze. Ships suddenly appear floating out of a fog a lot like today's. It is also said gut-wrenching screaming comes from the souls on these ships. It is also worth mentioning the paranormal activity of people seeing lightning or energy floating around the backwoods areas and trails. Some say they are orbs or spirits, others say they are extraterrestrial. Whatever the case may be, if in the Oregon coastal area when the fog rolls in, watch your surroundings, especially behind you or anything suddenly appearing.
Good day. Today's venue is a ghost forest on the Oregon coast, the Central Oregon coast. It's located in Neskowin, about 15 miles north of Lincoln City. Now, the parking lot is over here. Plenty of parking in here. And then in this area, you've got plenty of little quaint little shops, and there's a beach inn also you can stay at. Pretty nice area, nice and quiet. Now don't get too scared, get the willies, because we're going to visit a ghost forest, because as you know in my vlogs, it's all about chill and relaxing. So I won't scare you too much, but let's check out the ghost forest. And also it's about a half a mile walk to get from the parking lot to the ghost forest. And since it's a half a mile, I'm gonna have to go ahead and narrate quite a bit because it is a bit of a walk. So let's giddy up. So I hate walking in sand. so difficult. They should make sand shoes like they have snowshoes. In visiting the Oregon coast here and the Columbia Gorge, one thing that I recommend, bring lots of shoes. Because you know, Columbia Gorge, I went in the waterfall with my hiking boots on because the rocks were pretty sharp. They're still drying after a couple days. And then going to beaches, my other shoes, they're wet with sand in them. So I'm walking along where the canal area goes here. Much easier walking than deep sand. So the perfect shoes that you should probably bring are sandals. I don't really get into sandals, I never have. I don't know what it is. If it's the sticking between my toes, I don't like that with sandals. That might be it. But the other thing it might be is when I was growing up, some sandals were called tongs. And I didn't say tongs, I said thongs. So I got a bunch of crap when I'd say, I gotta go put my thongs on. So whether that was a bad experience from that, I don't know. But I just don't like sandals or thongs. This is the Neskowin beach here. And as you can see, a fog has come in. That's fitting for visiting a ghost forest. It's currently 60 degrees. And it's early in the morning. It's probably getting to be about 7 a.m. Low tide was somewhere around 6:30 or so. And that's the best time to visit, during low tide, so you can see the ghost forest. Wedding pictures, cute. City that we're in, Neskowin, it was named by Native Americans, and Neskowin means plenty of fish. And Neskowin became a city in 1876. So this is the ghost forest. Those stumps date back 2,000 years, and they weren't revealed until 1997, 1998. In those 2 years, severe storms came through this area, and it revealed them as they were buried under sand for over 2,000 years. And the trees date back, like I mentioned, 2,000 years, and they stood 200 feet in this area. Now this used to be a forest area until tides changed the landscape here and brought the water in and killed the trees off with the salt water. Here's the wedding pictures again, quite fitting. The proposal was probably here. This rock right up here, this island, it's called Proposal Rock. Now, if you come during low tide, you can walk around Proposal Island, Proposal Rock here. And when I first got here, I saw some people walking around, but the tide's starting to come in, and it doesn't look like I'll be able to make it. So maybe another time, but recommend get here early before low tide and then check it out during low tide.